All right. So it's been quite a while since I've been on here. Um, yeah, been about like 2 3 months. Oh well, not 2 3 months, like five. Yo. But yeah, today I want to sort of talk about some of the pressures of being a young man. Um, Now I'm turning 21 this year. I know it's still quite young, but I have some experience of going through school and everything. And the pressures of being a young man is high these days. Um, we have to compete with everyone, basically, and we see all these people on Instagram and on TikTok, and they we think that they're so much better off than us. Um, but little do we know the actual struggles they've been through and the actual turmoils and tribulations they've been through. Um, but the point I'm trying to make is we must not chase these worldly things. We must not chase cars, money, big houses, freaking anything like that. Now, don't get me wrong, God does want us to be successful and to be, or to have a successful life. He doesn't want us to be dirt poor, but we must not make these things our idols. And by meaning that we should not chase them constantly 24/7, and that should be our only thought is, I need to make more money, more money, more money. Because at the end of the day, that will be our destruction, and that will bring us to a point of never being satisfied with ourselves. And I've struggled with that all my life. Every time I look in the mirror, or well, I looked in the mirror, I saw uh, insatisfaction, I would say. I would see imperfection. I would see every single part of my body which disgusted me. Oh, you have small calves, or oh, your face is ugly, or oh, you have a freaking round face, or oh, you're fat, or something like that. Now, it is important to have some constructive criticism to yourself, but you should never put yourself down in that way. You should never put yourself down in the way that can lead to your own destruction, and that can lead to like anxiety, depression, all these worldly things that can rob us of the peace that God gives us. Now, more to the worldly things. The worldly things, well, we see people with worldly things and we think that that would be our satisfaction. We see people with fast cars. We see people with extremely nice houses, with a lot of money. But we do not see what's going on in the background. We only see the picture on Instagram that's nice, but we don't see the actual struggles they have in their life. Now, don't get me wrong, we all have struggles in our lives, but how do we deal with those struggles? How do we actually see the light in the darkness of a tunnel? How do we see that? And now, a lot of people, or well, probably get a lot of criticism for this, but the only way you can see light at the end of the tunnel is by God. Reading the Word, spending time in His presence. That is the only way we will experience true peace. And that is the only way we can get rid of these things. Our worldly desires. That is the only way we can get rid of our depression, our anxiety, our desires for people, lust. The only way we can get rid of that is by God. And that is the only way we can achieve true peace. And that is the only way that peace will last. Peace will never, or well, peace can be temporary. You can be happy temporary with these things, with a nicer body, a nicer car, but it will never satisfy us completely, because we will always want more, because that is our human nature. Now, being at age 21 or 20, um, you feel kind of in a lost place in your life. You don't really know what the future holds for you. And that may be hard sometimes. That is extremely hard for me. I'm lucky enough that I will know what I want to do for work and everything, but um, what I want to do in other aspects in my life, you know, because every single decision that I make now can affect my future, and it can affect the way that I live my future. It's, it's pretty hard on a person to think that, every single decision you make can either screw up your future or make it. It's a hard thing to have on yourself. And I prayed for release on these things. And I trust that God's will work out for me. And that I will get what I pray for eventually. And that I will eventually have a wife, have kids, have a successful life. And not be so anxious and so fearful of the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to rant today. I guess it's the first time I'm having a little talk, and hopefully many more to come. I'd actually like to give you a little verse. It's Jeremiah 29 verse 12. In those days when you pray, I will listen. God listens to us, but it might not always feel like He's there, but He's always there, always listening. Enjoy. That's pretty much it. Enjoy you guys' lifts today. I'm going to be training some back and some biceps, I think. So yeah, we're going to go hard today. And remember, your future's in the making. Peace.